on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today in this video, as you can see by the title, we are talking about the Teraflex Falcon Nexus EF 2.2 adjustable stabilizer. And if you have been on this channel or around this channel for the past year or so now, you would know that we did an install on this stabilizer about a year or so ago. And now we're finally getting the chance to do the long-term review of this stabilizer. And I'm going to talk about everything related to the stabilizer, the performance, and how it's acted over these couple of years or so. And we're going to talk about this, the tie rod that it sits on, which is the RPM steering 2.5 ton JKU aluminum tie rod. I don't really know the full title of it, but it's okay. So let's go ahead and jump into the review. So guys, let's go ahead and get into the review here. So this is, like I said, the Teraflex Falcon Nexus EF 2.2 adjustable stabilizer. There are 3 adjustments on this stabilizer. There's soft, medium, and firm. Now the setting that I have kept it on over the past couple of years, it's varied a little bit. I've tried to adjust them as much as I can back and forth to see what I like, and I found that the medium setting is the one that suits me in my driving. It has a firm kind of feeling in the steering wheel and in the steering left and right, but it's soft as well. I guess that's what medium means, you know, right in the middle. So soft is a little too soft for me, and it doesn't really feel as if there's any stabilizer up front. And I do get a little bit more kind of a death wobble in the front end when I have it on the soft setting. Excuse me. But on the firm setting, it is way too firm, way too tight, and it feels like the vehicle has no power steering. And for those of you that have driven with no power steering, understand what I'm talking about. It's just really tight and really firm, and it just doesn't feel right to me. So the medium setting is the fine line. It's the perfect setting for me. Now, for those of you that have the stabilizer, might like the firm setting, might like the soft setting, might like the medium setting. I don't know. It's a personal preference. But anyway, other than that, the stabilizer has been really good. I don't really have anything negative to say about it until we get to the tie rod. Now, this tie rod is made by RPM Steering. I'll link it down in the description box below if you guys want to go take a look at it. But I will say, I do not recommend purchasing this tie rod. Now, when I go to buy a Jeep part, nowadays I do look at reviews and everything of the sort. There's a cat right there. And I look at reviews and I watch videos on them. But when I bought this, I didn't do such thing. So I bought this basically sight unseen. I looked at one review from Lightbright. I'll link their channel in the description box below. Go check them out. They're really cool. And they said this is a pretty good tie rod at the time. Now, when I bought this, and about 2-3 months after I installed this, they, as in Lightbright, made another video saying that this broke on the first trail they took it on or so, something like that. Now, the weak points of this tie rod that I haven't personally experienced yet, maybe I might be foreshadowing, I don't know, are the tie rod ends. And apparently these are really not the best constructed, I guess, if you understand what I'm saying, and they snap on the trail. I haven't had that happen to me yet, and hopefully I don't. And I haven't had that problem with that, like I said. The problem that I am coming across are these little ends here, and I'll come up closer with the camera so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But these are the adjusting sleeves, I guess you could say. They're basically a giant castle nut, basically, and you loosen these on both sides, and you twist your tie rod to adjust your toe in or out. I have tightened these down every which way I can, as tight as I can, and they do not stay tight. It's mainly the one here on the passenger side that comes loose and twists itself off of position and throws my toe out completely. And my toe is out a lot when I'm driving, but I'm dealing with it. It's fine. That's really the only issue I've had with this. I love the design that they were going for with this, just to have a heavier duty tie rod made of solid aluminum. And if you hit this aluminum on the trail and it bends, it will apparently like fluctuate back into place. That's what I've been told. Haven't experienced that. Another thing that I have been having an issue with is this bracket for the stabilizer. This has been my main source of problems, other than the nut where you adjust your toe. This has been the main source, and this is a stabilizer clamp from RPM Steering that you can buy with the tie rod. And it's got 3 bolts on one side, 3 bolts on the other side. I'll come up closer so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But it moves, even though I've gotten it tightened all the way down. I've contacted RPM Steering about this, and they basically said you don't want a gap in between here on the stabilizer, and it should be fine. Mine doesn't have a gap in between, and it still moves. This stabilizer was sitting up a little bit more, about where my hand is, and now it's down. So it's moved a lot. And that's been my main problem over the past couple of, past year or so, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I'm gonna be swapping out this entire tie rod, and I'll link the one in the description box below of what I'm planning on getting. It's from Krawler. I've heard a bunch of different reviews about it. I've read articles about it. I've watched videos about it from Krawler, and from a bunch of different sources, and saying that's the best tie rod on the market right now. So, and Krawler is a really trusted source too, a really trusted brand that I would say is a phenomenal brand. It's up there on my top tier list. So I'll link that one down in the description box below. But overall, I don't recommend it. I'm gonna rate this tie rod itself, and let's just do the tie rod for now. I'm gonna rate the tie rod maybe a 5 out of 10. I like 5 out of 10 because I like the design of it. I like what they're trying to go for, but there are a good amount of flaws in this thing that need to be figured out. And with about the stabilizer clamp, that's about a 2 out of 10. I don't like it at all. Horrible design. Horrible design. I don't know if it's something between the clamp itself or the tie rod. I don't know if it's the bolts that make the clamp tighten. I don't know. The stabilizer, 9 out of 10. I love it. I'm going to put it on the other setup on the Krawler tie rod, but I don't recommend this setup right here. Stabilizer is good, bracket's horrible, and the tie rod is eh. So that's my complete honest review about it. Like I said, we are going to be changing this out, and we will have videos on that in the future. But yeah, let's go ahead and close up this video. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today's video. If I helped out in any way possible, or if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Comment down below the setup on the front of your Jeep. And if you're running this stabilizer, I want to know your honest review about it. And subscribe for more videos like this. We're back full time, like I said in the previous videos, hopefully. And we'll be uploading a new video every week. I don't know what day we're going to be doing new videos, hopefully on Monday or Tuesday. We'll see. But yeah, we'll see you guys here in the next video.